right. And well, this car's got power windows that were hydraulic can't even talk about hydraulic operated. And this car's got, let's see here. Are the doors open on this car?
I'm sorry?
Are the doors open on this car?
Probably. Yes.
Oh, lucky day. I can get a picture of this dashboard that looks something like you.
They're starting to use a plastic called Bakelite at this point.
So,
see the beige?
Okay, so
plastic material.
It's called Bakelite?
Bakelite. Bakelite, I think.
Okay. Oh, it looks like an automatic transmission too.
I
don't see no floor
I didn't think
shifts.
they had one that early. I'll have to ask. That I cannot tell you. I thought it was later.
Okay, thank you.
Column from the steering wheel. He thinks it probably has a...
Like, what does it say real quick?
That's what it says.
Like, I can't.
What, this?
Yeah, like...
It says 180, and that's the wheelbase.
Okay, it's a 180, okay.
Let me show you where this shift is.
Okay.
I didn't even look before.
Alright.
It's on the steering column.
Oh.
This little handle sticking out.
Okay. Oh,
Instead of a floor one, it's
a shifting column on the steering wheel. Okay. And okay, you got the clutch pedal on the floor still. Okay, nice. Okay, that's interesting.
Oops.
I would have been in trouble during these days because I can't drive a manual.
Well, I can, but it's usually a pretty noisy thing for a little while till I get back in the groove. I learned on a stick shift, so. This car is, the body was done by an American who was an excellent body designer. He worked in Paris for a long time. His name was Darren, nicknamed Dutch Darren. He was an artist. He did a lot of things with curves, and I like this because I like the way the leather matches the paint. That's probably just a female thing, but because if my dress were that color, I'd like my shoes to be leather, that color.
Yes. What year is this car?
It's a 41.
Oh,
Yes.
1941?
Yes. $4,595 weighted.
Oh man, $4,500.
Yep.
You hear that, folks? $4,500 for a brand new car. Too bad it's not for sale at this point.
The price would probably be a bit higher.
Yeah, add a 0 to that. Oh, this car's got an identical build of other ones, so this is a convertible. It's got the shifting thing on the steering wheel. Same type of dashboard, pretty much. I mean, this reminds me of, let's see, they made Cadillacs in the 40s. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
This reminds me of a Cadillac. The way the seats are and the trim.
I think they must have been able to attach a cover from back here, up here, because that's what those things are for, I'm pretty sure. I've never seen it with a cover on it.
See, if I didn't know better, I would have looked at this car and thought it was a Cadillac. Due to the trim. So how do these cars ride compared to the cars that they make now?
How did they what?
Ride.
Well, I'm sure it was not quite as smooth, but that again is something my husband could answer better than I.
Okay.
He's when he first started here, he read the books a lot. He has vision issues now, so he can't read anymore. But I've never really read those books. But he knows a lot more than I do, especially mechanical things. And he knew more mechanical things before I was around. These 3D printers don't really have anything to do with Packard, except that our managing director, who is a early 30s, very bright young man, he has a business of his own. He has 3D printers and he makes parts for people for various things.
Okay.
Packard parts are very hard to find, and they're very expensive when you find them. He has the idea, if he can work out methods to make molds, he might be able to make Packard parts.
Okay, so if you need a part for Packard, you basically have to come to him to get it made.
If you were willing to take one that didn't come out of a regular car, but they're just hard to find anymore.
Okay. So are all the cars in the whole building Packard, or just the one?
Yes, we have nothing but Packards.
So all these cars in the whole building are Packard.
We do have 2 or 3 upstairs that belong to the curator who are not Packard, so he's just storing them there.
Okay.
They're not on display. These steps are to get you into the back seat here.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Without damaging the fenders. You don't step on the fender, and then this is also to protect the paint.
Okay, so you got steps in the rear to get in the back.
Right.
Oh, I didn't even notice that you can't get into the back the other way. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I bet one of these would be fun to ride in.
They weren't real easy to drive.
They weren't.
Power nuts. And until 1936, they had mechanical brakes, not hydraulic brakes. This car is called the Jesse Vincent Special.
Now this is the Jesse Vincent Special.
Jesse was a very good engineer. Early in his working years, he worked with Charles F. Kettering on the World War I era Liberty aircraft engine. Then he left and went to Packard, became an engineer there, became chief engineer. When he retired, he was a vice president. He loved race cars. So at some point, he said, I want you to build me a race car.
So
He was able to say, I don't want fenders because that's weight I don't need. Ask for things he really wanted and things he didn't want. He raced this car, got it up to a speed of 131 miles an hour.
man, that's impressive for this car.
It was driven by Charles Lindbergh, not raced, but driven, got it up to 125 miles an hour. Said it was the fastest he'd ever moved on the ground. Of course, his airplane went faster. Amelia Earhart drove it once, and Wiley Post drove it. It was a one-of-a-kind car. We can't tell you how much it cost to make because we don't know.
Okay.
There are no doors. There's a little rod over here on this side.
Me.
So you have to step on this rod and climb it.
Okay, so you gotta step over this rod to get into the car.
Now this seat is back farther because at this era of car racing, they always had a mechanic with them. The mechanic sat here because they didn't want him to obscure the view of the driver. He could tell we're going to be passed on the right or the left or whatever. He had another job. They didn't have fuel pumps, gas tanks back here, but it had to be pressurized in order to start the car. He did that.
Oh, the gas tank was back here?
Down here in the, I think, probably here. This paint, well, there's a gas cap.
Oh, okay, okay. I see it now. There's a gas cap. And the gas was pressurized, you said?
Yes, in order to get the car started, we had to pressurize the tank. Once it was running, then that wasn't a problem anymore.
Okay, there's a pressurizer switch right here. I'm going to get a quick picture of this car.
Okay.
I mean, since you talked about it.
This is a 32. The model is the lowest price model in any year. A convertible would have been a little bit less expensive, but except for not being convertible, it's the lowest price. Convertibles were less expensive back then than the cars. Nowadays, the person knows for 7 years ago, and before. Back then, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, this is a beauty.
This car in its early years was in a car show, and the most points you could get was 100, and it got 100 points.
Like, what were the point systems about? Was it about like?
Condition, all of the knobs and parts and things were what they should be for that year car, and I'm not sure all the things they judged, but
So basically, it got a high score for restoration.
it was either that or if it was pretty new, it hadn't even been restored, but I'm sure it has now.
But to me, this car best represents what Packard stood for, better than any other car we have on display. It's a closed body, which nowadays cuts the market value in half. But it's a closed body, which is definitely more comfortable and luxurious than convertible, which is noisy and drafty. understand you just came.
Yes.
You're welcome to wander around on your own. I'm sort of taking these people around, kind of giving them a little tour. If you want to follow with us, you're certainly welcome to, but you don't have to stick with me, okay?
All right.
Okay.
I was working myself that way. I came in backwards because I started recording. I didn't want to get people in the camera.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate it though.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. In fact, there's probably a cigarette lighter there. Yeah, it's not on the lunch break, a cigarette lighter. Well, hey, comfort was the word of the day with Packard. Packards were Duesenbergs were faster, significantly more expensive to buy, but Duesenbergs, they were fast, but they weren't really as comfortable or easy to drive as Packards. Packards wanted cars to be comfortable and easy to drive. On this era of car, the one on the right is a hand throttle. It's the same thing that the accelerator pedal does, except that it is running. So it stays where it's put. It's kind of like a cruise control. It means that you don't have to keep your foot on the accelerator pedal. But it doesn't hold the constant speed, it only wants the throttle set. The one on the left, and this here is the light switch. Four position light switch, all the way down is off, then there's running lights, dims, and brakes. Now having said that, I made a liar of myself. What I told you is what's standing. See that knob? It's red. It's red because it tells the driver, I'm something different. Be aware, danger. On this car, that knob operates vacuum operated clutch. Now the clutch also takes our foot off the clutch. So if you move the clutch, release the clutch, you didn't want to use the foot pedal, you use that knob. All the cars in the museum, this is where you go. Well,